and there's a lobby of Knowsley Council next, I think it's next Monday at 5:30, and if you're interested in attending that, because they've already sent out 7-day notices, and are talking about sending summonses out as well, then see the organisers at the end. And don't forget, we can only beat the poll tax if we're organised. This binning and burning of the bills is a step forward, but we need to be organised, as Jeff said, because when they send the bailiffs, or when they send the summonses, we've got to be organised in order to know who you are, to organise to surround your house to stop the bailiffs, as they've done in Scotland, or to organise at the courts, like in the Isles of Wight, and force them to withdraw summonses against people who are not paying the poll tax. So what I suggest now is if we get round the bin so we can get it for the cameras as well, because it's going in the papers, and start to bin the bills and burn the bills.
Throw the envelopes in, it's only the council.
Buggy, buggy, buggy! Out, out, out! Bugging! Out! Bugging! Out! Buggy, buggy, bugging! Out, out, out! Fill the poll tax! Fill the poll tax! Put the Tories on the top! Put the poll tax in the middle and bear the bloody lot! Put Maggie on the top! Put the poll tax in the middle and bear the bloody lot!
And mine's on the top.
Yeah! Maggie, Maggie, Maggie! Out, out, out! Maggie, Maggie, Maggie! Out, out, out! Maggie! Out! Maggie! Out! Maggie, Maggie, Maggie! Out, out, out! We're not paying the poll tax! We're not paying the poll tax! Na 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 na! Na 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 na! We're not paying the poll tax! We're not paying the poll tax!
Shop Shoes Committee is he's got a short shoe. Police Federation. Okay, mate. Let's go.
Watch out,
The radio's web on Canary when it's got to say. So we just hold on then we'll have a bit of a speech from the man who's hosting this when I find them. And calling it, Yeah, the lad who's hosting this today is actually healthy. He's actually getting into his on radio system as well. So we'll have to be waiting for everybody comes back.
Victory celebration. Celebrating beating the bailiffs for the first time in Sefton today. Will you join us up here?
To sell is £53 million worth. He also points out that 147,000 people in Liverpool, that's 42% of those liable, still haven't paid a penny of their poll tax. However, he's somewhat encouraged by this figure, because last month, 51% of adults hadn't paid any community charge. Mr. Kelly says 93,000 final reminders are now being sent out, and he's hoping the level of payment will increase significantly. But he believes the council's budget was far too optimistic because it relied on only 5% of people not paying the poll tax. He says that figure must be revised and provision made for a much higher level of non-payment. Mr. Kelly also points out other problems, particularly petrol price increases and the council's decision to spend more money on school books and equipment. Taking all these factors into account, he says unless action is taken, the council's heading for a budget deficit of at at least £12.1 million. He says the council must not agree to any new spending. It must look for savings and greater efficiency and try to speed up the sale of assets. But the only thing he says about possible job losses is that the council should identify areas where employee costs can be reduced. Mr. Kelly ends his report by saying he's considering issuing councillors with a legal notice, warning them that they're heading for an illegal budget deficit, which could result in the district auditor taking action and their eventual disqualification and surcharge.
Emma Donahue reporting on the problems in details within them. Perhaps I'll get to some of the others later. But the Manchester Evening News goes on to say, in one respect it was sensational, but looked at more closely, it's hardly surprising that the Liberal Democrat won. And they say for a start, the result, they say, will teach Mr. Hickman not to try that one again. They conclude, though, by saying the real thing that counts is that exit poll, which suggested the Tories would win Eastbourne in the general election. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So we'll have to wait and see when that general election is going to be. This is Evening Report is 5. City Talk. 7 former employees of Manslaughter. Iraq's about to start rationing petrol. The first real sign that UN sanctions are beginning to bite. Saddam Hussein's oil minister says Iraq in danger of running out of vital chemicals used for refining. City Talk, I'm from Walton, 521. Isn't that passage? Remember I was waiting to go? No. Why not? Because we have got to meet with DHL. They promised to take passports and documents and door by hand. But they've got 25,000 personnel and all we've got is you being a critical place. So give it here. No. Come on, John. To send parcels and documents across the world, DHL. You know it's arrived the moment it's sent. Oh, look, it's going all the way to the Antarctic. Oh, get your duffel coat, shall I?
Prepared the same day by Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones the jeweller, London Road, opposite the Odeon and County Road, Walton. Telegraph service stations, the local station, are pleased to announce 4-star petrol at less than $2.25 a gallon and less than $1.90 for a gallon of diesel. Telegraph service stations, branches throughout the north.
They've been put on another slot. We're not sure what time they'll be on the radio in the next 10 minutes or so. So briefly, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today today for this picket. I'd like to thank the residents of Inman Road for tolerating us all day and all the cups of tea and the use of the facilities they give us all day. But today we've seen a marvellous victory for our movement. We have seen the bailiffs would not come near this house, even though they told on 3 different occasions that they were going to come to this house and try and take goods to the cost of Andy's poll tax. This is a marvellous victory for our movement. There are 14 million non-payers in this country at this present time and only 900 bailiffs. And we've shown today that in Inman Road we have had the first victory of many victories we're going to have against the poll tax. And the people who are going to implement it. As I said, I'd like to thank you all for attending. You've been great. We've been people coming and going all day since 9 o'clock this morning. We've had the constant flow. We've canvassed the area and the support for non-payment is getting bigger by the day. People today who've said they'd pay installments to the poll tax have told us no more, enough's enough, and we're going to join that campaign. 14 million is the start. We're on the road to a marvellous victory and defeated the government. We see the government defeated last night in a by-election battle in Walton. That's nothing. We're going to kick the poll tax out and kick the Tories with it. Let's make no mistake about that. But let's not get complacent about this. The bailiffs will be going out again, and we need to organise in every area. There are 3 people in this road facing the threat of bailiffs. They've had letters, and we need to organise on the spot if bailiffs turn up ad hoc. On Monday, we will be taking action to find out exactly where the bailiffs are going in Sefton, and we'll be following them round until we know exactly what their game is. I don't know if Andy wants to say a few words, will he? Ronnie, do you want to say a few words? As I said, I'd like to thank you all for your attendance. It's been a marvellous day and a marvellous victory for us. I know a few people here are frustrated at the fact they didn't see a bailiff. We've seen a fella at 9:15 this morning peek his head round and run back into Sierra and drive away. We don't know if that was him or he might have been the milkman. We're not quite sure. But I mean, it's been an absolute marvellous victory for us. And if we keep this up now, we won't see bailiffs going anywhere in Sefton. We give a guarantee as the Sefton Federation that we'll go on any picket line at any time to beat these bailiffs. Thanks very much for your attendance today. It's been a marvellous victory. Before you go, only private press officer of the Federation to say a few words. Unfortunately, because of technical problems, it went wrong, but there's still a good possibility between now and 7 o'clock. We will manage to get on the Roger Phillips show. Just remember that there's only less than 1,000 bailiffs in the entire country, and they're reporting to come out and assist us in the future. But the bailiffs will be back, but the important message is, so will we, and we're going to win. Thanks very much for your attendance. Welcome to the front. Maggie! We're not paying no poll tax. 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 Alright, everyone smile. Thanks very much and congratulations on beating the Burnhams.